Okay, so for the 12 string part, this one's in open G. I don't ever hear him hitting the low 6th string, but the idea is this: from the 6th string down, we've got a D. So we're tuning that E down to D. Then we have 2 Gs, 2 Ds, 2 Gs again, a B, and then a D. So as I said, this is the album that he really was riding this open G thing, as opposed to open E, open D, and stuff later. So here's the idea with this one. Same thing. It's Keith on here, so he has a little idea, and he takes the idea and sort of works around it, as opposed to being very static with it. And he's sort of like, all right, this will work. And the other thing about this part is a very, very driving rhythmic part. Because the drums are out of it for a good portion of the tune. So here's the idea. So he waits for the Mick Taylor part to start, and here are the chords that he's sort of working off of to break it down. So we've got an open G, right? For the A minor, it's sort of just like an A minor, like you would play, but we have to add a note to fill it out. So we've got, like I said, let's just exclude the 6th string altogether, and we've got the 2nd fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and then the open high string, which is in this case a D. So we've got this. Okay, so we have this A minor 11th in here. So this is another thing that gives that song its flavor. So right away. Alright, so for the G then, he just plays an open G. The B minor is just the same as the A minor. It's just up on the 3rd and 4th fret. So 4th fret on the 5th string, 4th fret on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 3rd, and 3rd fret on the 2nd. Okay, so the way he starts is with this open A minor. Okay, so what that is A minor strum. This is on the intro, and it's a hammer on from the D string to the open G, then a pull off. All right, then he's on to that open G. So we've got this. And the way he does it live now is he actually is playing for that B minor. He's leaving the G string open, so you have that minor 9th going on. So the way he does it live now, as beautiful as it is, a little different than the original. So for the G, here's the idea. If anytime you're on the G chord, his motif is to sort of go up to that C note and leave the 1st string open. And then you have the 2nd fret on the G string. So 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, and then 2nd fret on the D. All right, and then when he's on the A minor, he sort of just strums over that. Okay, so now we get to the verse section. So it starts with that B minor. And for the first one, he sort of strums it, and then he has this. Alright, so that's 4th fret on the D string, open G string, 2nd fret on the G, and then open G. And open, so we're on to the G chord. A minor now. 4th fret on the A string, well, it's the G string now. 5th fret, 5th string, 4th fret, 5th string. Then we just bar across the 5th fret for our C chord. And then we go up to the 7th fret, same thing. Open G. Up to the 7th fret. Okay. So he's sort of a driving rhythm for us. So here's the whole verse as he plays it. Okay, so it's the same thing twice with slight variations. For the chorus, right before the chorus, we get up to that D chord on the 7th fret, to the A minor shape, to the C up on the 5th fret, D on the 7th, open. And this is the big Keith chord. 5th fret feels like a D minor 7th. 5th fret, barring across. So we have from the 5th string down, 5th, 5, 7, 5, 6, 5. That's our F chord to the C. All right, so the chorus goes like this. B minor, down to the A minor. So that's the section. That's how he repeats it for almost every verse with his little subtle changes each time. So for that interlude section, right after the second chorus, I believe it is. All right, so we go up to that F shape again, to the C. All right, so here's the third part for Wild Horses on acoustic guitar. This is the part played by Mick Taylor. This is, in my opinion, the part that sort of makes this song sound the way it does, among other reasons, but this is a huge factor. So it's a guitar that's in Nashville tuning. So if you're not familiar with that, what it is it's basically like taking a 12-string guitar and taking off the main 6 strings and just being stuck with sort of the octave strings. But it's tuned like it's in standard tuning, so it's tuned like a normal guitar as far as notes go. So what you have here is an E, an A, a D, a G, and then a B and an E. It's almost like a pedal steel in that the last 2 notes are actually lower in pitch. So I got this set from StringJoy, and the gauges from the 6th string down are 28, 18, 14, 9, 16, 12. And there are a lot of companies that make these. I went with StringJoy. They were really helpful in helped me find a good set that would nail this. So thanks to them. So here is these are the chords, and this is how the song starts. So we've got this G major chord going to an A minor, back to the G major, to the A minor, and this time he does a little lig. So this is from the A minor, open 5th string, right to the 3rd fret. So it's almost like outlining a C chord. So 5th string open, 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, open 3rd string, back to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, back to the 3rd fret on the 5th. So we get into the verse. He starts with that B minor, but from then he starts doing harmonics. And the piano's doing something similar on there. But once again, this is an idea, and he's sort of working around the idea. He never really plays the same way twice. So when he starts singing, he starts with that B minor chord. Standard B minor, 2nd fret. Okay, and then from there, he goes up to 12th fret harmonics on the G and the B string. And it sounds to me like he's upstroking, since this guitar is almost upside down. All right, so we're coming from the B minor again. All right, and then for the B minor again, so for the G, it's that harmonic on the 12th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string. Then for the B minor chord again, it goes back to B minor, and he's hitting the 7th fret on the 6th string, or you could play the 12th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, and then we go back to the 12th fret on the G string, the 3rd string. All right, then for the A minor chord, what he does here is it's the 12th fret on the 6th and 5th string stroked up. All right, so it's just an A and E note. So it's just chord tones. All right, then for the C chord, he strums just an open C major, then open D major, open G major, and then open D major. Then we sort of repeat the process, a little different this time for the second part of the first verse. Starts with the B minor again, and then upstroke on the 12th fret for the G, for the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Then we go to the 7th fret for the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string for the B minor, so it acts as like a B minor 7th. Back to the 12th fret on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Once again for the A minor, 6th and 5th string on the 12th fret. Strumming the C chord. And he does this little variation, which is the 7th fret on the 5th and 4th string. And we go back to this 12th fret. Alright, and then he's just sort of arpeggiating it. And then for that D chord, right before the chorus, 7th fret on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So all harmonics there. Alright, then for the chorus, he's just strumming. So we have A minor, C, D, G, F, C, B minor to get back to the A minor in the chorus again. And then it all starts over again. So the last part that's different is that interlude again. So that's just C, F to C. So this is the guitar that's actually sort of really driving it. So this is just an F chord, 1st fret, right? To a C. So for all the verses, that's all it is. It's just sort of a variation, but it's the sound, this Nashville tuning, because it's getting rid of those lower strings. It's leaving room and space, and so with the 12 string in there, and this Nashville tune guitar, and then the electric and the piano, and played by Keith. Thank you, Keith. And the bass. There's everyone has carved out their own little spot of the pie to make this work. So. I hope this all makes sense. I hope you're as excited about this song as I am, because it's one of my favorite songs on the album, and it's just a beautiful arrangement, and just an absolute lesson in how to layer guitars, especially acoustic guitars, to make a really beautiful sonic masterpiece here. So I hope this helps. I'll see you guys next time for Can't You Hear Me Knockin'. All right, thanks, and hit subscribe if you dig this, and like, please, if you like it, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.